We have a rather timid group here because we don't have that many questioners, so I want to encourage those of you to come forward. Now, you've heard the old saying that there are no stupid questions. RC doesn't believe that.
I know, but I think I'm about to hear one.
RC, that was not the segue I was anticipating. But we do have a special questioner here for you.
I'm working hard to think of a stupid question that I could ask. No, listen, I played golf with you a few years ago, and you certainly weren't at that point playing the game that you played before and that you loved. And I just want to deal with the truth, and I know you do too. Is it true that you got a hole-in-one recently?
No. I got a hole-in-3 recently, which was even more extraordinary. A hole-in-3 occurs when you're on a par 3 and you put your first shot in the water and you tee it up a second time, and that time you hit it in the hole. So I had a hole-in-1 twice removed.
Hey, if you're a pastor, you get a mulligan, so it's a real hole-in-one.
Thank you, John. I won't forget that.
Hi, my name is Deanna. I was part of a long conversation last night with a couple friends. And we were discussing double predestination. And my question is, what is double predestination?
There's a lot of misunderstanding about double predestination. There are some communities that believe in what they call single predestination, meaning that God has eternally decreed to save certain people that he's appointed for salvation, that is the elect. But as for the rest, he simply passes over and still holds out the opportunity for those people to be saved. Now, often, double predestination is expressed in what we call a synergistic fashion, or a fashion that is called positive decrees. In this respect, double predestination would mean that God positively decrees and determines in advance those whom he will save, namely the elect, and in the same method, he decrees the damnation of the sinner, and that just as on the one hand, he creates positively saving faith in the hearts of the elect, he, in an equally determinative fashion, creates fresh evil in the hearts of the reprobate to make sure they don't come to belief. Now, that is not the Reformed doctrine of double predestination. Reformed theology does teach double predestination in so far as that not everybody will be saved. And so it's double or nothing, really. You can't have single predestination and just ignore the non-elect, or unless you're a universalist. But the distinction is this: we had what we call a positive negative decree, or an asymmetrical view of election. I have an essay on this whole subject in the Festschrift that was written for John Gerstner several years ago, where I wrote extensively on the subject of double predestination. But the positive negative says that God positively involves himself in working faith and creating faith in the hearts of the elect, while he simply passes over the non-elect without forcing them into unbelief or creating any kind of fresh evil in them. So it's positive in the one hand, where he intervenes to create faith; negative in the other hand, where he doesn't intervene and create fresh evil. I hope that clarifies it a little bit for you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.